because there is another Frankfurt also next to Poland, Frankfurt Ober. But this is the city which everyone knows as Frankfurt. Okay, so Frankfurt city already coming up. The skyline. This is probably the most famous for its skyline because all the tall buildings in the city center. So this is the financial capital of Germany and also of the European Union. So this is the sixth largest city by population and one of the most important international hub for business and finance. So the financial district, it has all the high-rise buildings, and this is the only, more or less, only city in Europe which has so many tall buildings. Yeah. So you will see all these big buildings coming up. Yeah. And they also refer to this place called Manhattan, like Manhattan, right? But Maine, because Maine is the name of the river which is going across the city of Frankfurt. So we are entering into Frankfurt already. They already built the highway inside the city, so very fast to get inside. This area have a lot of hotels which we pass through, because here nearby we're going to pass by very soon the Frankfurt Messe. Frankfurt Messe is one of the most important international expositions, also for since the 15th century. It's been the hub for creation of books, publishing, and also for the book fair, the World Book Fair. It's taking place here in Frankfurt. Okay, so for that it is a very important center, but mostly it is the center for the European Union's money creation. Okay, so this is where they make the euros. And yeah, so the Messe is going to be, we're going to pass by this area on the right side. You see it? It's a huge area where they have all these expositions. Messe Frankfurt. So it's usually a very busy city, but now it's in the summer, less busy, because a lot of people also on holidays nowadays, August month. Of course, today is Sunday traffic bad as Monday traffic, but we're going to try to avoid that tomorrow. Yeah, so we're driving into Frankfurt. Frankfurt name, the city's name coming from the Franks. The Franks were the people actually who lived here, Alemanni and a group of Franks, and also it was part of the Frankish Empire. Later on, most important city of the Holy Roman Empire until the 19th century. It is, for 5 centuries, it was a free city-state, and also the place for the coronation of the Holy Roman Emperor. So for that reason, it was one of the most important places. Also, it was always a trading hub, one of the most important trading spots in the heart of Europe, because of its good location, right, next to the river. And also, if you look at the map of the European Union, it is almost about 90 kilometers from the geographical center of the European Union. And yeah, so you can see all these buildings actually were all built for businesses. This one is for Volksbank, the one coming up on the left, and so on. So Messe Frankfurt building also here on the right. So the city is covered in these towers, basically skyscrapers all around, and more and more building even today. So they're building a lot more. So it's also important development for the city. Yeah, actually, the Second World War completely destroyed the whole city of Frankfurt. So this is actually probably one of the cities which they did not want to rebuild in the same style, so they decided they're gonna make it a modern place, just like New York or Manhattan, you know, in New York, and then very similar to it. Of course, it's different because it's German, right? Then still some of the buildings we will see today at the Römer area, Römer Platz, Römer Square, is the area where you have some of the buildings reconstructed, like the town hall and the Roman hall, they call it. That area is basically a remake version of the old town center. Okay, it's right next to the river as well. Just a few minutes driving and we will reach the Paul's Church, Paulskirche, and that's where we get off our bus. Okay, so the church itself is also very important to remember, because that's where we're gonna meet up once more after finishing up our time here in Frankfurt. So once we reach the area of the Römer, we're getting off the bus. I will walk you to the main square. That's just 200 meters from the bus stop, and you'll be given free time in the area. Okay, so it's a reminder for everyone, please watch out for some thieves and pickpockets. Actually, the area is pretty safe, but there's a lot of people there, so just always watch out for your pockets. Yeah, alright, so you can see from here, might be able to see across the street is the State Opera House. It's also a reconstructed version, so it just looks like before it was built, after the Second World War destroyed and then rebuilt. And also there is the main church, the cathedral, which I also recommend checking out. Very beautiful, but it's also a replica. Only some parts were, you know, like destroyed, and then most of it is rebuilt. Okay, so this is what you can expect here. So you don't really find any like real historical building, only high-rise buildings, concrete, etc. So really like a industrial looking city. Alright, and modern, pretty modern. Also they have a metro system which is very convenient for locals to use. A lot of people go with bikes here, and many with cars, because Germans have great cars, right? And also they produce a lot of cars. And so yeah, what else? Yeah, we're going to stop by Römer, and in Römer you get to check out also the riverside. So I recommend also as a great spot. There's a over the river Main, you have like a walking bridge. So you can walk on the bridge and have the best view, good spot to take photo of the skyline of the city. It's just a 5-minute walk from the Römer Platz. Okay, so in the area of Römer, also you have many restaurants and well, actually also have shopping area, but as you know, Sunday shopping malls and shopping areas are closed, so you're not gonna do shopping now. But if you're looking for food, plenty of choices. You can also find local stuff and also some other options. If you want some Asian food, there is Chinese just across the street. If you want some takeaway for dinner, okay? We're going to stay in Frankfurt until 6:30. Okay, so you'll have about an hour and a half to spend here, which is plenty of time, because actually other than the square we're going to visit, there is not really much to see or do because it's Sunday. So most people would spend more time here on the weekdays when there is shopping, but since the shopping street is closed, there is nothing to do there. So Römer is where you can get souvenirs, and yeah, just a nice photo spot basically. Or grab some more ice cream or whatnot, and that's what normally also some of the locals do. but mostly you will find tourists in the area. Okay. Yeah. So also at the Römer, I will show you a place where you can use public restrooms, and yeah, that's it. So we're just gonna do a next turn to the right after this red light, and that's where after we're going to end up and finish our drive with the bus. Okay.